Hi Panto Archive, my name is Jonathan Mawson and I am a choreographer, was performer, now choreographer. Thank you very much for asking me to take part in your question and answer. Of course I would love to answer your questions. So without further ado, question one. Do I think that Panto has had to change in more recent years to become more politically correct and to ensure it does not offend anyone? Maybe, yeah, a little bit. I mean, Panto's not there to offend anybody, is it? It's obviously a family show. Everyone's there to have the best time and to have fun. And as times are moving forward, there are more things that are difficult to broach without offending people. So yeah, I imagine Panto has had to change in some ways, but all of the traditional jokes, all of the best parts, all of the things that people love and remember, in my opinion, are still very much there and very much the core of pantomime. So no, it hasn't had to change too much, but just a little bit. If I could work in a panto with any celebrity, living or dead, who would it be? Julian Clary. I saw him at the Palladium with obviously their fantastic pantomimes that they put on there, and I just thought that his showmanship was just exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. I was in stitches from every single second that he spent on stage. I just thought it was absolutely hilarious, and I was like, I want to be around that. I want to spend some time with him because that's going to be a fun night out. Prior to the dreadful question 3. Prior to the dreadful outbreak of COVID-19, did you have plans already in place for 2021 Panto, and how has this affected me? So I've been the choreographer at Horsham Pantomime for the past 3 years, very happily there, having a wonderful time. And we were talking this year about Dick Whittington. I say talking, obviously we got as far as talking about it, and then because of the virus, everything has ground to a halt. So I don't even know if that pantomime is happening this year or not. I mean, at the rate that the pantomimes are unfortunately being postponed, I would assume not. But yes, I was meant to be there for Dick Whittington this year, so that's my plans. But not just my plans, obviously, everybody involved, all of the performers and the management team and everybody, like the people in the local area, to the families. It's sad. It's really, really sad. It's really, really sad. Question 4. Did you watch Panto as a child? What's your earliest memory of it? Now, do you know what? I actually didn't, which is terrible, isn't it? I kind of look back and I go, oh my god, Mum, Dad, why didn't we go and see Panto? I don't know, we just didn't go. My earliest memory of a Panto is when I was actually at my Amdram school. I'm from Bradford. And one of our senior dancers at the time, one of our older dancers who was graduating, auditioned and then was in the Bradford pantomime as a professional, and it was like a big deal. It was a big deal at the school. And I remember going to watch it at the Alhambra, and watching her and being like, oh my god, this is it, look at that, that's amazing. And I just thought it was the best thing ever. The show was amazing, I thought she was amazing, I thought the choreography was amazing. I was like, I just want to be part of this. Yeah, who can't want that? Of course I did. So that's my earliest memory. Although theatre does go way back in our family. My grandparents are part of the Savoyards, which is a Gilbert and Sullivan like production team. So they're still creating those shows. And when I was growing up as a child, I would go and watch my grandparents in those shows, playing those roles. And have a vivid memory. It's not Panto, but a vivid memory of my grandma sat with 3 women on a bench singing "Three Little Maids from School Are We?" My grandma, yeah. So there's some theatre background, but it's not pantomime. Question 5. Have you ever worked with anybody in Panto who you did not enjoy performing with? Maybe a diva or somebody just doing it for the money and hating every second. Do you know what? I actually don't think I have. And if they were just doing it for the money and hating every second, then maybe they've covered it very well. I think I've been very lucky like that. I've actually genuinely worked with lots of lovely people. I think the days of the kind of like dramatic divas and people throwing strops and calling for all of these things, I think maybe they have passed. I don't know. Maybe I've just been very lucky. But no, I haven't had to deal with that. Obviously, within a rehearsal process, putting any show together every year is always stressful, and there are always moments where people lose it a little bit. Myself included, you know, there's a lot of pressure on a choreographer to bring a lot of elements together. Pressure from the team to know for the information that they need to know. Pressure from the director to be kind of like portraying his vision, and just pressure across the whole board, like for time to put everything together. So there are moments where kind of like everybody loses it. I remember last year, was it last year? There was a specific point in a number where I had to say to the cast members, you must exit from the middle wing. Middle wing. Because coming through the front wing, I've got two boys flying on from either side, leaping through, and if you go for that front wing, you're going to get hit. You're going to get hit. So please go for the middle wing. And we run it a few times, and it was going wrong. It was going wrong. And it got to the point I was like, listen, you have to go for the middle wing. The boys are coming in now. They're coming through that wing, and if you go for it, they're going to crash. And it got to that point. And one cast member, I won't say his name, you know who you are if you're watching this, one cast member went for that front wing, to which I just screamed. I screamed at the top of my voice, middle wing, for him to do it, as one of the boy dancers leapt, and he kind of like ran off under his head. He's like, sorry! I was like, yeah, it was alright. So, hey, is it me? Am I the diva? No, well, I don't think so. I hope not. maybe a little bit. But yeah, so that's my Panto questions. Again, thank you so much for asking me to do this. It's great to see Panto Archive keeping the spirit of Panto alive through all of this, and through the year. You know, like with so many postponed ones now, it would be great to see more activity on the page and more people involved in it. And it's so wonderful to see all of the great things that you're still doing, and to be kept in the loop and up to date with everything that's going on. So thank you, Panto Archive, for that. Again, I hope everybody's well, I hope you're safe, and I will hopefully see everybody soon.